A lot of nerds are about to become millionaires, even billionaires, as Facebook officially prepares to trade as a stock. But how can you get in on the action, and should you if you can? Our power players are here to tell you how to get in on the action. These are not nerds, folks. These folks are good people who do know their stuff. Joining us, Monica Maida, Ari Zoldan, and Francis Newton. Monica, first you. How long and in what way can the folks out there buy Facebook?
Yeah, so there's a limited number of shares that are going to be made available. About 5% of the total outstanding Facebook valuation is going to be out in the IPO. And, you know, these shares are going to be sold to brokerage houses that have relationships, and they're going to be vying for these shares because they're going to be very competitive. And for the average Joe, your chance of getting these shares is close to nothing.
So does that mean, Ari, that we won't get them until they've already gone up to the point where they're oversold?
Probably, and definitely down to the secondary
overbought,
market.
forgive me, I should say. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with Monica. I mean, I think there's a very, very little to no chance.
By the way, you're not a nerd, but you are a startup company guy. I mean, do you think it is a good buy, even if it gets pushed up in price?
I think it's great, even if you can grab it at some sort of premium just to own a piece of history. I mean, this is a great milestone.
All right, Francis, sometimes I wait until it's too late. I certainly did that with Google. What about Facebook? As soon as it's available to buy, should people out there be buying?
Well, it depends on how it initially trades. I think that the sustainability of Facebook depends on a couple of things. First of all, I think initially it will do quite well. We have not had an IPO come out with this kind of strength, popularity, and there is no real competition for Facebook. However, in the long term, it's going to be based on liquidity, as all equity markets eventually are based on liquidity available, and that may be threatened here. So I would think that average investors will have a chance at some point in time if we have a general market sell-off in the next year. However, IPO shares, no chance.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're going to get them. All right, let's switch topics. This next subject, it was just too juicy, folks. We couldn't avoid it. Sean Penn named ambassador at large to Haiti. This is true. An outspoken extreme liberal is an ambassador for a capitalist country. Is this the kind of guy we want representing us overseas, Ari?
I think it's a great opportunity. I mean, especially for Sean Penn. I've been to Haiti.
Well, for him, but what about us?
For him, I think overall it's great. I've been to Haiti before the earthquake, after the earthquake. This guy has dedicated the past 2 years of his life to help this country get back on its feet. He's not there for the fame. He's not there for the fortune. He's really there to step up to the game and to help the country.
I would not
There's no
self-gratification
over here. No, listen,
he's sleeping.
David, he's sleeping in a tent. I saw the man sleeping in a tent.
I know, but I've also seen him do some photo op things. And Francis, the thing that bothers me most about this guy is the company he keeps. He goes over to Venezuela, puts his arm around Hugo Chavez, who is a nasty SOB, who's taken every dime we can possibly give him, who is imprisoning folks who are freedom fighters in Venezuela. Sean Penn thinks he's a nice guy. I don't want that guy as an ambassador.
Well, there is some political charge. I think what's interesting about this, though, I think it's laudable if you have a public voice, if you have a celebrity voice, to use it for a good cause. And the problem is we have so many disasters going on that it's hard to keep public attention on, say, Haiti, which happened a few years ago. So in that sense, I mean, you know, Sean Penn has a reputation for being a little bit of a rabble-rousey. So basically, there's a political a little bit, right?
But there's nothing wrong with that, David.
There's nothing wrong with that as a absolutely as a private citizen. But hold on, Ari. When you are an ambassador, hold on a second, gang. Let me just chime in here. When you are an ambassador, you have to get involved in political affairs, and to say that this guy is naive is an extreme exaggeration. To call Hugo Chavez a good guy is not the kind of guy I want as an ambassador.
You don't have to agree with him, but I think what he's done for that country.
It doesn't matter.
I mean,
it doesn't matter,
Monica.
The man has been living in a tent
the
for
fact
2 years.
is that I don't care if he's been fine if he's been living in a tent. Good for him. I'm glad he's helping charities. But as an ambassador, as an ambassador, the fact is this guy is going to have to make choices. Who do you agree with? Who do you not? Who's honest? Who is not? I don't want that kind of person with his bad judgment, Monica, making those decisions.
This may be one of the few times I agree with Ari, and you know, you may not agree with this man's politics, but this is a humanitarian post, and for that reason, he's earned the post.
I think it'll become more than a humanitarian post. But hey, look, you guys outnumber me 3-1. President Obama.